Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Coaching Call podcast with Amy Griffith. I am your host, Amy Griffith. If this is your first time listening in, a huge welcome and thank you for clicking on this episode. I am so excited to do this one for you guys. This is actually part two of last week's episode, New Rules for 2025, where I gave you guys 10 core key fundamental new rules that you can take with you as you go into your new year. And today I'm going to give you 11. I just added on one extra cheeky little rule, and it's a really important one that I know a lot of you guys are going to really want to hear. So, yeah, and if you guys are not new here, you've been tuning in, you're part of the coaching call group, then thank you guys again for sticking around and being here for we're going into our third year. What the heck? As a podcast, I'm don't even know what's going on. I just am so excited to see where this podcast is going, and I'm just so glad that it is helpful for you guys and you guys are loving it. So if you have been loving it, do make sure, I'll just remind you guys now, as it really helps me continue to pump these out for you guys. Rate it 5 stars. You can give me a little, I don't know if you can even, like, people will leave comments on this, or you can't like it. I don't know, whatever you do on podcasts. I so appreciate it. And I mostly appreciate when you guys screenshot and then share it on your stories and tag me. That's my favorite because I can repost you guys and thank you and just see what episodes you're loving. Honestly, the ones that get the most shares, I know those are the most valuable. So with that being said, let's get into new rules. I was going to do a little life update. I'm just going into the new year right now, you guys. And what day is it? It's like the 8th of January. And I just feel, I heard on a podcast, I was listening to the him and her, his and her show, the Skinny Confidential, those guys. I love their podcast. And they were talking about, Lauren was talking about, that's her name, right? Lauren. They were talking about how what were the dates? January 2nd to 7th or 2nd to 6th or something is Think Week. And that's like where everyone's wrapping up their holidays. You're done Christmas, you're done whatever it is that you're celebrating. If anything, you're done with the new year, like going out partying for New Year, you're recovering. And then you kind of have that week of like the vision boards, the intention setting. Okay, what do I want 2025 or whatever year you guys are in listening to this in the future? What do I want to see come to life? Who do I want to be this year? And it's the time, that is the week, the Think Week. And I cannot agree with this more. She put it so perfectly, that where that's where people kind of come back to life, and you've rejuvenated, you're done all the stress of the holidays, all the things, and you're back into routine after that first week of January. And oh my goodness, I cannot agree more with how immediately, like yesterday, it started where everyone came back to life and everyone's up and everyone's like, let's go. And it's just, I love this energy. I'm so here for it. So it's going to be a really incredible year. I'm so excited for everything to come and everything that's going on. And it just feels abundant and wild, and things are happening. So I don't really have any more updates. I need to give you guys proper like life updates on terms of when I'm moving, because I live in Chicago right now, and this is the year I'm planning to come back to Canada. Where in Canada, you ask? I actually don't know. So there's just a lot of things up in the air in my life right now, like big things that are not set in stone. And I've fully let go because a lot of it's not in my control. I'm just going with where the river's taking me. And I'm so open to it and letting go of all control of that. So I can just go with it, see what adventure I go on, see where I travel, see where I move to. There's just a lot kind of up in the air. That's all great things, but I have no updates on terms of that. So that's exciting. We'll see what happens. So, okay, let's get into new rules, you guys. Number one, don't waste your time. New rule for 2025, we are no longer wasting our time. And this can go into whatever you need it to go into. This can be, don't waste your time on certain people, don't waste your time on extra long phone calls that just aren't necessary. Don't waste your time on social media. Don't waste your time in places or situations that you know it's wasting your time. And I have like this alarm that goes off in my body, in my system, that's like, oh, this is a waste of your time. Like, it tells me straight away. And it's just, you get really good at it as you start to identify yourself in situations or doing things that are in fact a waste of your time. And like I even think about this nutrition wise, let's say, like when you're, and I'm really focused this year on eating intuitively whole foods, the more colors the better, the more simple ingredients the better, the more real whole foods in abundance, like whatever I want, all the things, no restrictions, but like focusing on whole foods. And I now have like this little alarm that goes off when it's like this, it's full of words I don't know. This is a junk food that is trying to look like a health food. This actually isn't good for you. It's full of chemicals. That's super strange. Like, that's not, my body is just like, no, like, that's not what we want. And then it's like, yes, like to the things that are single ingredient, whole food, actual real life food. And it's just such an easy, like, oh, this is good for me. This isn't, from reading the ingredients and kind of learning that. And now my body just knows, like, yep, this is it and this is not it. And I go towards those things. It's like that food is a waste for my body. If I put that food in my body, and don't get me wrong, guys, I still have, there's like sunflower oil in it sometimes or something like that. And I'm like, crap, like not ideal, but I'm not perfect by any means. But like most of the time, I will be choosing the things that aren't wasting my time and wasting food on my body. I don't know if this is making sense, but like I don't want to put that junk and that stuff into my body. It's a waste. It's not, it's empty calories. That's what I'm trying to say. It's just like a filler food. It's empty calories. I'm going to be hungry in 5 minutes after I eat this. Like, where if I focus on the actual real food full of nutrients, that's not a waste of time. That's fuel. My body can use that. It's good for me. It's going to make me feel full and satisfied. So you can do this in so many different things with your time, with the foods that you're eating, with all sorts of things like that, with your business activities, like all that stuff. Just start to get conscious and aware of what is wasting your time and what's actually worth spending time on. And you'll know because it adds value to you or it drains you. It will teach you something or fuel your body or, you know, move you in the direction to your goals. Like if you look at your ideal goal, in 2 episodes ago, I think is the episode I did on goal setting. I actually walk you guys through a full exercise on that episode where you can journal along with me and you set your goals for the year. Like the things that you're doing and participating in this year, does it actively directly tied to that goal, right? If you have a fitness goal, going to the gym, obviously that's not a waste of time. It's tied directly to your goal. The nutrition, it's tied directly to your goal. Doing the business activities that are actually going to move you forward, it's tied directly to your goal. Or is it empty work? Is it overthinking? Is it procrastination? Clearly, that's a waste of your time. So you'll start to see these things, okay? Number 2, create over consume. I talk about this all the time, pretty much on every single social media based podcast that I do for you guys, every episode. Create over consume, the scrolling mindlessly. And no matter how good you get at this, there always is that time now and then again where you kind of get stuck in it. And I notice for me, when I'm mindlessly scrolling, it is when it's usually later on in the day, moving towards the evening or late afternoon. I'm starting to get tired. I'm starting to like waver in and out. I'm not as on. I'm not as like right now it's the morning time for me. And this is when I'm like awake and on, and there's no chance of me scrolling because I'm on my game. I have the energy. But when I start to get tired, or for people, it's before bed, or when you go to the bathroom and you just end up mindlessly scrolling, like identify those times and where your mind's at and what is triggering you to go mindlessly scroll. What are the habits and the routines that you're doing that prompt you to go into the scroll hole? And it's usually to just switch our mind off for a bit. It's usually because we're bored. It's because honestly, like boredom is a really, really big thing. You just get bored, you don't know what else to do with yourself, and you do that, or as a procrastination tool to move away. And you just need to be aware of this so that you can do a switch. And I love when I go onto my phone, I'll ask myself, or when I go onto Instagram or TikTok or an app on my phone, that I was going to go do something and I start catching myself mindlessly scrolling, I will it's self-awareness. Oh, I'm scrolling. What did I come on here for? Oh, I meant to go add this person to this group chat and I completely got distracted. Oh, I meant to answer this person. I got distracted. Oh, I meant to go do post this piece of content and I got distracted. Like, you just need to be self-aware and let your scrolling prompt you to think, what did I actually come here for? Or before you even scroll, focus on the task at hand. Why did I open my app? And you guys will start to realize when you ask yourself this, you're going to open Instagram 17 times a day for no reason. You don't know why. You are just prompted to do it. It's like in your freaking DNA by this point. Like that's what it is for so many people, right? And just start to ask yourself those simple questions. Oh, why am I here? What did I open this for? No reason. Weird. Okay, let's put it away. Or like, can I create something? And I love the idea of for every piece of content that you consume, you need to create that amount. So if you just watch 10 reels back to back, get to work, baby, because you need to go create that amount. And it's just going to make you aware of how much you're consuming and what you should actually be doing is you should be on social media to create. Most people are on there to consume, and that's fine and that's great, but don't let that be you, right? Especially if you guys are also an entrepreneur and in business, if you're network marketing like myself, we know we're on there to create and build our personal brand and give value and grow our businesses. Consuming content is not going to help you with that unless it's intentional to find certain audio pieces or certain ideas. I do that too, but I'll set a timer and I know that's the task at hand to save things, and I don't allow myself to get sucked into the scroll hole when I'm on there to do a certain activity and task. And again, you just need to be really aware and conscious when you do it, not using it as a way to escape reality, right? Number three is more walking. Number three, more walking in 2025. And I'm not going to lie to you guys. Right now, it is January. It is winter. It's snowing. It's freezing cold outside. I'm in Chicago. So, yeah, we get proper winters. I'm from Canada. So I know winter, like real winter, like flurries, like your car, you can't drive your car because it's snowed in or whatever. It's too cold. It actually doesn't start. Like, that's what I'm used to. Am I walking outside right now? Absolutely not. No, I am not. Only to walk my dog, and that's good. Twice a day, in and out, walk my little doggy. He's not too thrilled about it either. But as we go in, and I know for me, as I go into the warmer months, walking every single day is a non-negotiable, is a must. And during over the holidays and during just winter time, I will find a treadmill. I will go to the gym. I also have a gym in my apartment building, but I actually love to go out and go to my gym because it just getting out, like I work for myself full time and I'm working from a home because I just love the coziness of my home. I could go to a coffee shop, go wherever, but I love my home. So I don't leave it that much. So that's kind of my opportunity when I'm going to the gym. I can go and do my walks there. I usually go to a workout class, but like when I'm not feeling that, or if I'm a little more tired that day, whatever, like I'll shift and just do a big walk, 10,000 steps. I, before it got super, super cold, was doing this for months, like consistently doing the 10,000 steps. And it just makes such a difference for your overall well-being, head to toe, mind, body, soul. It makes a difference. It made me feel so much more toned and energetic and like just felt good. Felt like I really actually properly moved my body. And I can listen to a podcast during it. Like I just love, I'm a big advocate for the walking and I'm just obsessed with it and I love it. I'll do like a little incline at the gym to get a little extra burn. Like there's so many things that you can do for that, but I cannot recommend this enough. It just makes you feel so good. And you can bring your walking inside if you also have winter like me, and then you can bring it back outside. And I just love it. Like Alex, my fiance, and I will reconvene in the afternoon after some of his work is done and all of our calls are done, and we'll go for a walk together. We'll be like, it's just like a habit that we have. Instead of let's sit down and watch TV together, hey, do you want to go for a walk? And we've just started to switch out these habits, and that's where we connect in the day, where we talk to each other and talk about what's going on, our agendas, our goals, whatever. And it's just, it allows us to connect. It allows us to, yeah, just spend some quality time together, move our bodies, feel good, go explore a new part of the city. Like there's just, it's win, 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 win with walking. There's so much you can do there. You can go for walks with your friends, make it a little thing that you guys do, get up, go for a walk, whatever. And there's just, yeah, more walking, That is the energy. Number four, live outside of your comfort zone. Live outside of your comfort zone. Again, if you guys have been around, you've heard me say this before, but actually seeking those things day to day that get you uncomfortable and put a shift in your routine and change things up. Like this sparks new, fresh energy into your life. It grows your mindset. And you can do this in so many ways, of course, in your business. This is what I lived by, especially in the beginning stages. And even now, finding ways to get so far out of my comfort zone and do things that I'm not normally doing on a day-to-day basis. And this is such a great way to build your confidence too. Because after you do something pretty hard and you feel proud of yourself after the fact, nothing is better when you're like, oh, I was really scared to do that and I was really nervous, but I did it. And you feel it like you're on a high afterwards and you crave that feeling, and it allows you to take more risks and get out of your comfort zone. And that is going to grow and expand you so much, you guys. It's not even funny. Like that, this is why people don't succeed. They're never outside of their comfort zone. They stay comfortable, they stay stuck, they stay put because it's what they know. They want to stay in those routines that they know. They want to know it's all going to work out. They want to know they're getting paid every 2 weeks. They want to know that they're good. And when you start to live out of that comfort zone and say, you know what, it's okay that I actually don't know what's about to happen here and I'm getting uncomfortable. Literally, me in my living situation right now, what's going to happen this year, I have no idea. I have no idea. And I'm fine with it because I know so much growth is going to come from this, and something so much better than I can even imagine is going to happen because I don't know. And I'm letting the unknown happen. I'm getting uncomfortable and allowing that to happen. That actually unlocks a quantum field of opportunities, like unlimited opportunities when you allow yourself to get out of your comfort zone and go into that unknown space. This is the only place where new energy, change can happen for you for your greatest good. Okay. We got a little wild on that one. There must be something in the air on that topic, you guys. Okay, so number five, healthy weekend activities. Healthy weekend activities. Okay, you guys, I have been loving healthy weekend activities. This might sound so silly and funny to some of you, but a lot of you guys might be on the same wavelength. But previously, my weekend activities, that's where we go out and get a little cheeky cocktail, a little beverage, going out for a little dinner, drinks, going out. I haven't gone out and had a cheeky beverage in like 3 months. Over the holidays, no. New Year's Eve, there's a lot going outside right now. New Year's Eve, I did go out, but no drinks. I stuck to a little club soda with a lemon. That's become my drink at the table when everyone's having drinks and whatnot. And for no other reason than I don't, it's no longer worth it to me how I feel when I have alcohol. It's just no longer, it doesn't sit in my body. I don't know if you guys can hear, but there is like a lot going on outside. Sending prayers. There's a lot of things happening. Welcome to city of Chicago. I also live right next to a fire department. So that's why you guys, every single episode, you will hear some sort of siren happening. Oh my goodness. Okay. So yeah, I've just kind of hit that point where I'm just like, it's not, I don't feel good. I get a headache. I get dehydrated. I don't get a good sleep. Like those things start to add up, and it's just added up to the point where I'm like, let's go without it and just see how I feel. And it's been like so, my energy has been at a whole new level. I'm so refreshed. I'm using my weekends. This is also one of those things where I had to look at my goals and like, if I have these huge business goals, but I'm going out on the weekends and I know it doesn't make me feel good, even if it's not a hangover or, things like that, but you just aren't, when you're just not your best self, like could be better, like your full energy. I notice this when I'm on calls with people, when I'm like on and here for you and like let's grow, or when I'm like I just need to get through this call so that I can like I just need to check the thing off the to-do list, or doing any back end work, like just checking it off the to-do list, or if I'm in it to win it, we are building today, we are growing, there's energy behind it. It's very different. And I've noticed going out on the weekends for those social drinks, even just a cocktail or two, just started to drain my energy and really has been starting to affect my body. And maybe because I'm really conscious and aware of that now. And so it's in heightened, is that a word? Heightened? Enhanced? Is that what I'm trying to say? English? I don't know. So maybe that's why. And I'm just really sensitive to it now. But leaving that, I have just been able to, weekends have just been so good and so much more fun. And I love it because I'll still go out with my friends who do like to have some drinks and whatnot and have my own thing going on and do my own thing. And I'm not going out to the club or anything like that, but still going out doing those things. But then I actually get a full sleep at night. I've done my whole skincare routine. I'm feeling amazing. I'm hydrated because I'm like taking care of my precious body at the end of the night with like electrolytes, even though there was no drinks, or my little intercom, hair mask, like doing the most. And I wake up feeling incredible. And opting into these healthy weekend activities, whether that is a big walk, whether that is, go to a little museum in your city or something like that, or go see some things, or go to a show. We've been going to more like comedy clubs and shows. We've been doing just more other things, or like big grocery shops where it's like this big ordeal and it's so fun. Or like, this is me. This is me on my way to my 30s. Like literally, you guys, I'm 27, I think. I don't know how old I am anymore. Like, do you guys ever forget your age? I'm pretty sure I'm 27 last I checked. That doesn't really sound correct, but time is just fine. It also doesn't sound like it's 2025. Like that just sounds like a joke to me almost. I'm like, what? Like, where am I? But yeah, so healthy weekend activities. I don't know, just wanted to share some of my thoughts and kind of where I'm at. I always love to keep you guys up to date with my lifestyle and things I'm doing and where I'm at. And maybe some of you guys can relate, or maybe you're on a similar path and doing similar things. Don't know. Let me know. Tag me if you post this, DM me, let me know. I'd love to chat about it. So that's been really, really nice and has been making a huge difference for my energy, my body, alignment with my goals. Like just everything has been enhanced because of that. So, number 6, high energy routines and habits. So, high energy routines and habits, this can be so many different things, but of course, like a morning routine, this is probably a very familiar high energy routine that you guys have heard about over and over and over and over again. This makes a huge difference for me when I am up and I have a nice routine. I have like a little sticky note on my wall. I love my sticky notes. They just like organize my life really simply. I have my morning routine when I'm up at 6 a.m. I follow this list. So I don't think, I look at my wall. Kate, we start with this. We're going to have a little coffee or fizz in a morning music little session. I'll put on morning music, opening up the blinds, cleaning up, tidying up my home, doing a little vacuum, like taking my dog out, gratitudes and affirmations. I'll write out today's schedule and book my workout. So that's like a little look into my morning routine of what I've been doing. And that boosts my energy, makes me feel good. My space is clean. I'm getting into the right mindset. I'm doing my little journaling. I'm planning out my day. I can see what I'm going to do for the day. And it just heightens my energy. And when I don't do that and I kind of just do something else, I don't even know what else I would do, but just go off track or sleep in super late and then rush to, to do something like that it doesn't align with my goals. This does, right? So having these things set in stone and allowing you to boost your energy and just tap into that is so important and so crucial. It could be as simple as opening your blinds. They're open all day, but as you guys can see, if you're watching this on video, they're closed so you can see me better. But normally they're just open wide. We're up, like getting my dog outside. I get some sunlight. I'm feeling good. I have my supplements. That is non-negotiable. And winter, you guys, this is a little reminder, if you're not taking vitamin D3 and K2, they usually go hand in hand together to be most effective. I have been off of that and brought it back in, and I noticed such a huge difference in my mood. It's amazing for your bone health. It's amazing for your mood. If you guys struggle with, or if you live in a place that doesn't get a lot of sunlight, usually we haven't been getting a lot of sun, really important to be adding that into your routine. I have like a spray one. You spray it in your mouth and it tastes like pineapples. So good. Like that, highly recommend. highly recommend, boost your energy, all the things. So yeah, you guys will know, and you can make a list of what makes you feel your best, what makes your energy boost, what helps you be your most productive self. That is what we're bringing into this new year. Number 7, extremely high standards. It can feel so tempting to lower your standards to meet people where they're at. This is true in relationships. This is true in business. This is true in friendships. This is true in any kind of relationship. And I want to encourage the crap out of you guys to keep your standards exactly where you know they should be and exactly what aligns best with you and where you're going. Let people meet you, let people rise with you, let people get FOMO and run after you. I'm telling you, you do not grow into your best self meeting people down below where they're at. If they're flaky, if they're half in, half out, if they're saying one thing, doing another, let them do whatever it is that they're going to do. I haven't read this book yet, but I've been hearing nonstop great things. Some of you are already going to know what I'm going to say because I said let them, but Mel Robbins' new book, Let Them. I've been listening to all her podcasts, like really deep into Mel Robbins' podcast lately. I'm obsessed with it, and I really need to read that book. So that's just a little side note. If you guys want a good read, I've been hearing nonstop amazing things. And it is this idea of literally letting people deciding, I'm just going to let people do what they're going to do. If that's what you're going to do, I know I can control it. So many of us try to control what other people are doing and we take things personally. We're trying to like fix the situation, but it's like, you can't fix everyone's things. You can't make people want something they don't want. You can't force people to work. You can't make someone act a different way when it's not how they act. Let them do what they're going to do and focus on what you can control. Do what you're going to do. Focus on your high standards and high bar, and zoning in on that and going into that energy and who you need to be at that place to start attracting things that are there and higher and that are going to meet you there and bring you up with you. And everything else and everyone else that's not there yet, some are going to start, they'll get the phone and be like, yep, I need to rise up. I need to do better. I'm seeing where we're going. Other people might get discouraged. Fine. Maybe it's not their time to grow and evolve and go. Maybe some people are going to be judgy of it. Maybe some people won't get it. Maybe it's just not aligned in that time. That's okay. Maybe they're just not for you, right? Whatever the situation is, you're never really going to fully know. You just need to do what you're doing and attract that energy. And really important to say, love people for where they're at, especially if you're in business. And I have hundreds of people on my team within my business at all different spaces and going in and out of all different seasons. And like my team knows as well, whether they're active or non-active, like everyone's in their own business. I'm in network marketing. It's voluntary. You get to do whatever you want to do. It's your own business. I will love you for where you're at. I will, whatever is best for you that you want to do, you do you. I don't drag anyone. I'm not trying to pull anyone. Like, you do whatever you want to do. I'm going to be over here. And then people will rise with me when it is their time and they will run with me. And I'm focusing on staying in that lane and on that wavelength because I know that's only where the most growth is. If I keep trying to please everybody and step down and try to like lower my bar to make things easier for people or whatever it might be, that doesn't result in growth. It doesn't. It's just going to drag you down. It's just going to drag your energy down, and it's not going to help you get to where you're going. Okay, so number 8, proper rest. Proper rest. You guys, I feel like I'm in my most productive season over the past few months where normally I would need breaks. I'd feel burnout. I need to switch off. Oh, there's my dishwasher beeping. Apologies for the beeping. Don't mind that. Pretend it's not there. So I no longer experience the burnout that I used to experience even just like 8-ish months ago. Doesn't happen anymore because I've prioritized my rest. I don't touch my phone after 9 p.m. as best as I can. This isn't, perfect every single day. 9 p.m., I'm on sleep mode. You cannot reach me. Bye. Like, you can't reach me. 6 a.m., I'm up. I'm not on my phone for that first hour, sometimes 2 hours. Like, I'm not working, I'm not on. I am taking care of myself. When I'm at the gym, I'm not on my phone. I am doing my workout. I am focused there. I am switching off when I'm eating food. I'm not on my phone scrolling while I'm doing it. I'm switching off. I have this consistent routine of little rest moments, of me time, of moments for myself, of moments away from my phone, of moments of like calls. Right now, my call calendar for my team, they get a whole calendar where they can book a call with me for any whatever reason. They're 15 minutes long, 20 minutes max, right? Like new consultants, I will do 30 minutes and really get into all the things. That's it. That's the only 30-minute call. And then after that, it's really short, sweet. There's just no reason to do more. This is also proper rest. This is boundary setting. This is using your time the most effective way that you can. So I don't book calls until after 1 p.m. in the day, because that beginning of the day is for me, is for my business, for me to focus. And then after 1 p.m., I'm available all day long for these calls. And just little things like this where rest doesn't necessarily mean like it can really mean whatever you want it to mean, but like having that time, you don't need to do one whole week off and go on vacation to get proper rest. I do it in pockets every day. So I never actually feel like I need a vacation ever. My vacations come around because I'll earn an incentive trip or going on a holiday that's just like come up from my company or whatever it is. And I'm like, I don't need a vacation, but slay. Like, let's go. I'm gonna go work while I'm on this vacation because I love what I do so much and I don't need vacations from it. Like I I'm just gonna go do it under a palm tree on a beach. Like that's so fun to me. That's what I'm gonna do. I don't need to escape because I have, first of all, something I'm so obsessed with and love doing so much, but I rest every day. I switch off. I'm not a robot. I don't love to be on demand 24/7 and answer to everyone and do all these things and like have such a full calendar. Like I don't need to do that all the time. I will prioritize. I will set up boundaries that allows my business to move and grow and flourish, where I'm extremely available and I'm extremely prompt and I respond really fast as best as I can. And rest and give myself that time off. And you guys can do the same. And I cannot recommend it enough. I see people burn out all the time. Where's your daily intentional rest? It's scheduled into your calendar. It has to be. It has to be there. Only then are you going to start to notice yourself absolutely thriving and never having that burnout come in. Number 9, smart spending and saving. Smart spending and saving. I love to save. I love to spend. A little question that I will ask myself before every purchase is, will I be glad I bought this a year from now? Let that one sit in. Can you guys hear Basil? He's having the best sleep of his life right now, as he does every single podcast episode. Are you going to be glad that you bought that thing a whole year from now? This is an incredible question to answer yourself if you guys find yourself overspending on things. And this is just something you can kind of take an audit on, as well as like, what am I spending my money on? What is going in and out of my bank account? Like, actually go to your bank statements and just scroll through the past month. And something I used to see way too often was DoorDash. I've talked about this before. I love DoorDash, or I used to, and I would get it all the time. Or over here, I don't, yeah, no, we have DoorDash over here, Uber Eats, whatever. And I was overspending on DoorDash. I'm like, I want meals delivered to me. I don't cook. Like, no, we're going to get it delivered. This was horrible for my health, first of all, really bad for my bank account. And I could see it when I actually did a reflection of what am I spending my money on. So much on DoorDash. I'm like, that is so unnecessary. And it just made me aware so I could switch my habits. So go back, see what you're spending on. And if this makes you cringe, if this makes you uncomfortable to think of opening your bank account and looking at what you're spending on, you have to do it. You are the person that I'm talking to. You have to do it, you guys, because you got to get honest with yourself. If you want your money to change, you should feel proud of what you're spending your money on. You should be looking at this bank account and being like, okay, yeah, my groceries that I've been getting, healthy, good things. Okay, great. Yeah, my gym membership. Okay, yeah, my business, things that I've been buying and or whatever. Obviously, we're paying for rent, we're paying bills, all these things, obvious things, but those extra spendings, where is your money going? How much are like, get really aware and conscious. And I love to track this. And it just helps me be conscious of what I'm spending my money on, what's worth it, what's not. Are you overspending on clothes? Are you overspending on certain things? Like, there's so many things I used to overspend on, and I just switched it around so that I could use that money for something better or for my savings, whatnot. And I am in a saving mode when I've recently bought a townhome in a little lake community, and the closing date for that is in however many months. So I have a savings goal every single month that I literally have to have. Like I'm literally screwed if I don't have it. So for me, savings is such a huge part of what I do. And some people, no, don't save your money, invest and do this. And I'm like, yes, like investments sometimes there's seasons for that. And it depends on what it is for sure. I'm not an expert in investments or anything like that. My favorite other way of spending is through properties and building that up and learning how to kind of run this sort of property management sort of thing and having investments there and assets that are obviously more of a long-term game. But it is something that I need to save for and I need to be smart about and I need to prep and plan. And I wouldn't be able to do that if I wasn't smart with my money before buying a place, right? Like that's something I had to get good at and save for that initial down payment anyways. So get good at saving, get clear about what you need to save and where your money's going and how to open that up. And like, of course, saving your money is a really great idea. Like, it's always going to be a great idea to save your money, but smart spending as well. For me, I spend a lot of money lately on gifts for my team. So I love to do incentives, little gifts. And when they hit promotions, when they hit certain qualifications, like gifts for everything. Like I love to gift because I know how it feels when my mentor gifts me. I feel so special. I feel so seen. I love a little present. Like it's just so nice. My company gifts me. And I want to be that mentor, that person where I can make someone's day and giving them a gift for their work that they were doing in their business and make them feel that feeling I love to feel. So for me, first of all, it's a tax write-off. It's a business investment. I see it as something, it's something that's going to come back in tenfold when I'm spending my money there. For some people, that's something that scares them. They don't want to do that. They don't want to send the gifts. Like that's up to you and what your priorities are in your business. To me, it makes sense. Like I wouldn't be where I am without my team. I want them to feel special and loved in that way through some little presents every now and then, right? And like it doesn't have to be anything crazy at all. I will gift books that I've read that I'm obsessed with from Etsy shops, pieces of, cute jewelry or notebooks. Like it doesn't, you don't have to gift Dior earrings or anything like that. Like be smart about it. Obviously, even a little handwritten thank you card with something little is so sweet. And people love that so much. And it's so special. And like flowers, like just getting a little bouquet of flowers feels so good. So that's just a little tangent of my own on just things that I spend money on out of other things, but just what you're spending on, where's the value in it? Is this important for your future? Is this growing you in the direction you want to grow? Or is this taking away? Or is this hurting you? Is this not a good spending habit? And you just got to get real and look back on what you're spending on and where you can save and where you need to switch things around. It'll change your life, you guys. Trust. Number 10. We gotta hurry this up. Number 10, positive and uplifting self-talk only. The way you speak to yourself is everything. It is absolutely everything, you guys. And again, we have to be so aware and so conscious of this because our default, a lot of the time, unfortunately, is negative talk, is picking ourselves apart because we don't look good and our hair's ugly and our this is too big or too small or we're not doing well or we're tired or we're bored or we're not doing this and blah, 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 and like issues and problems and negative and all this energy, it's not supporting you. You have to be your biggest and best cheerleader. I saw something, I think it was on TikTok, that said, if you were to change bodies with the person you love the most in the whole entire world for 30 days, how would you treat yourself? What would you eat? Where would you go? What would you do? How would you talk to yourself? You would take such good care of that body and you'd love yourself. It's like the person you love the most in the world. I love you. I'm going to take care of you. It's crazy how we don't do that for ourselves, right? Because we're only in our bodies and the self-love, like you need to be there for yourself. You need to speak life over yourself and you need to really, really just take that care and speak positive. Because when you're speaking positive and you're amping yourself up and you're like, you got this, you're stunning, you're gorgeous, we're doing this, we're successful. This is like, I've got this. You and me. heart to mind, mind to heart, we have got this, we're doing this, and you just start to like pep rally with yourself, it will literally change your life if you tap into this energy every day. Like you will, a newfound sense of energy. You realize everything you need is within you. You just need to trust yourself and lean on yourself and go. Like you have everything you need to be successful. You have everything you need to get to where you want to go within you. You just need to start working with yourself instead of you fighting against yourself. It's like the angel and the devil on your shoulder. Like you you do that to yourself, which means you can also change it and just only the angel on your little shoulder and you can move in that direction. Like it's so important, you guys. Number 11 to wrap this up that I said was really, really important. Remember, stay in your own lane. Stay in your own lane fully. It's so easy for us to look over and veer off. And another thing I saw on social media somewhere, all my social media is just full of really good quotes. So when I am seeing things or I am scrolling, it's like good high vibe stuff that I'm like, yes, this is so good. Stay in your own lane. What was the quote? Can't remember exactly, but something about I'm too busy watering my grass to notice if yours is greener. That, yes, right? Everyone's like, is the grass greener on the other side? And where's the grass growing in the grass? It's like it's growing and greener exactly where you water it. Water yourself, water your garden. You like focus on your own lane, like you have those horse blinders on and you can't see anything else. You don't pay attention to anything outside of your goals and where you're going and what you're doing, and adding value and watering that space is the only way you're going to grow. So many people want success, so many people want this dream life, but they're looking at everyone else and all their energy is going over to watching other people's lives or wishing they had something that this person has. And just you're so disattached from yourself. You're so disattached from your reality and your life when you do that, you guys. And it makes you feel like crap because you're comparing yourself to someone you don't even know their story. You don't know anything about them. You think you do from what you see on social media. That's not even 1 full% of who this person is on social media. You'll never know the whole story. You guys need to focus on yourself and your routines and your day to day and the next 24 hours in front of you and the talk you're speaking to yourself. What are you doing for yourself to move to where you want to go? You need to stay in your own lane. Do not overconsume anyone else's anything. Don't take anything personally. Don't tell yourself all these stories that aren't actually helping you. Like tell yourself stories that encourage you and help you move forward and move you in that direction. You have the power. You have everything that you need to be successful. You have the power fully. Just take responsibility for that and allow yourself. We're staying in my own lane. We're going to focus on my own stuff. What's in my control? That's where my energy is growing, because where energy goes, wait, what's that saying? Wherever your energy is going, that is what's growing. Okay. That's my new saying that we're going to come up with. Wherever your energy is going, that is what's growing. That's what's going to flourish and continue to flow. Okay. Where focus goes, energy flows. There we go. Got it, you guys. Okay. We're going to wrap this up. I love you guys. Thank you for hanging out. If you found any of these 11 tips valuable, I hope you guys feel like your cup is full. I hope you feel a little bit uncomfortable right now, even a little bit, maybe a little ramped up. Like, I want to have the best year with you guys. I want to see all of your wins. I want to get messages from you guys later on this year with like this tip. I put it into action. I did this thing. I focused on this, and this is what happened because of it. I want to hear your success stories from this stuff. Like that is my biggest goal with this podcast. Nothing makes me happier than that. So I'm holding you to that. I want to hear how these things are changing because you've put them into place. This podcast is actually a total waste of your time if you don't take something from it and implement it straight away. You don't have to do everything, because I know that was a lot, but do what you can. Take something that you can and put it into action today. Commit to it. Say, I'm actually going to do that, instead of passively listen to this, which is great. Thanks. You upped my views, but like do something for you that allows your life to change. That's the only way anything can happen, is when you take control and you actually put it into action. All right, I'm done. We're on a roll today. We are rambling today. Love those days. Great day for a podcast. Okay. Love you guys. I will see you on the next episode. Bye.